Okay, let's try it again. Um, so you already have the hot lap and the mime. So let's try with the actual talking. Coming into turn one, you wanna look for the barrier there ending. That's your brake marker. And stay in the. Don't stay too much to the left because you will get like stuck there and it's hard to turn in. So go a little bit on the middle and it's easier to rotate the car in. About here, you want to start thinking about throttle. Uh, you can't use that much throttle because you will understeer downhill. And yeah, for me, I have a shorter gearing, so I will short shift back to fourth pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm pretty lazy with the throttle, but I should have a little bit more throttle there, and I don't know what that brake is doing there. I just calibrated the pedals again so I can get enough force for braking zones with my shitty leg. So yeah. Here, brake marker is end of that gravel, and maybe even a little bit after that with the fresh tires. You usually wanna aim into the corner a little bit, but for in this lap, I don't think I did that. And yeah, be careful of locking up. You will go wide. Yeah, and here you start to look for getting back the throttle really early. If you are closer to the curb, you can actually like touch it a little bit. It will like stick, but in the exit it will be a little bit of unstable. So be careful with throttle. Like here, I already. If I was closer to the curb, I could have started throttle earlier. Maybe lost tenth and a half, almost in there. A little bit of wheel spin, trying to catch it. Here, I brake pretty early and lightly. Try to touch the um, AstroTurf crash thing on the right, and then touch the curb on the left. And here you wanna get on throttle before you hit the curb because you wanna be on throttle every time. With this car, I think you need to be on throttle or on brakes when you hit curbs. And with this track, you're always on throttle. A little bit of sideways, but I didn't lose that much there. Here, 50 marker, and like the white line is bending inwards. Yeah, I'm using those as a braking reference. At the corner, I wanna like brake on the edge and then try to keep the car in the middle of the track, so I can get good exit and not cover like too big of a distance into the apex and late apex, of course. Here I actually turned in a little bit too hard. I had a hard time getting back on throttle. Like you really wanna be having a lot more throttle here, and actually you maybe tiny bit wider line into the apex here, and then it should be like your wheel should be a lot more straighter, and you could get a lot more throttle down. A little bit of wheel spin. The next corner, I think there is two ways of taking it. Here you can brake basically anything between here to the 100 board, and it just changes how you apex the right-hander. If you brake earlier, you can like take a little bit wider and earlier on the throttle. If you brake later, you can carry more speed in and try to stick to the inside. And like if you brake too late, like really late, you wanna actually touch the curb on the inside so the car rotates even better, and then you can get on throttle. Here I'm a little bit of like middle, a little bit missing the. I would have wanted to touch the curb a little bit there, so I could have had a straighter wheel going on throttle, but sliding a tiny bit. Now I just had a oversteer. Here, braking on top of that dirt on the track, and quickly go down a couple gears and then look for getting on throttle really early, because this is a bouncy section and corner exit, so you want to be on throttle and have the rear stabilized already, so you can gently go back to full throttle. I actually went wide here. I had to drop the little bit of brake and drop the throttle. Yeah, here you wanna brake between the 50 and the 100. You wanna stay pretty much left. You don't wanna make a big angle to the next corner, so you wanna like sweep around. And here I actually make a mistake. I couldn't get the car turned in well as I would like to. You can actually cut it even more. Like you can basically the middle of your vision, you can actually go through there. And at this point you wanna be on throttle. It will make the exit a lot more trickier. If you're coasting around this, it will just bounce around. So yeah. And here I brake just before the 50. Even in colder conditions, I actually brake earlier, but I brake less. And here I make a mistake of turning in too early, and I like basically touch the inside and then go straight wide. You wanna like have a slingshot more further on the exit, and you go throttle soon as you start touching the inside curb. Like if my line was better coming this way, it would the camper would slingshot me further. But now I have a lot of steering. I have basically not even using the camber, and I'm coming here wide. The next corner, I brake around the tire marks here, or just time it after this, or just look at the apex, or it's a little bit tricky when you're driving in a pack, seeing these, because it just like comes this way, so you can't actually see any of the markers if you're watching the track. So timing after 100, or if you can look at the 50 board. Here really heavy braking uphill, so you can use a lot of brake pressure. I dropped the third just to rotate the car, and I actually aim to cut the inside a little bit while on throttle, and then short shift to fourth. Straighten the wheel, aim like outside of the track, so you want to go straight when you're going down, so you can put more power down, and when you're like almost touching the bottom, you can start turning, and it will oversteer maybe a little bit, but it feels natural. Really good grip here. And yeah, this is a lap at Brands GP. Thanks for watching.